Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the playthrough of Oblivion Remastered. We previous episode completed the Mystic Dawn. I don't even remember what it's called. Mythic Dawn side quest, I think. At least that was the faction that we were some kind of a cult that we took out. And I really needed to stop because tomorrow the work week starts again after a couple of days off or a week off. Very annoying, but I just cannot help myself. I'm gonna do one more episode. It's such a cool game. Anywho, I was also curious. We leveled up in the previous episode to quickly see our stats. So here we are pretty good. Speed could be a bit higher. And luck I would also want to put higher, but it's very expensive. You only get 12 points. You can choose 3 attributes to upgrade each level that you each level up. You can choose 3, and yeah, so you can, for example, do strength and intelligence both +5, and then you have 2 left for something else. But luck is actually, I think it costs 4 of the 12 points only for 1 extra attribute point. So you have 12 virtue points to spend. You can also do, for example, 4 of, no, you can only do 3, maximum 3 attributes you can upgrade per level up. So you could do 3 times 4 points somewhere, or you do 2 times 5 points and 1.2 points. But so you basically can get, like, from 65 you can get to 70 in 1 level up. If you choose agility +5, you can do max 5 points per level up per attribute. But for luck, you have to spend. So for agility it is 1-to-1. So you have 12 virtue points to spend. You put 5 in agility, so you go from 65 to 70. And then that also costs you 5 virtue points. So then you have 7 virtue points left to spend on 2 other attributes. But for luck, it is actually 4 virtue points for only 1 increase in luck. So if you want to spend all your 12 virtue points on luck, you only get 3 attribute points, because each attribute point costs 4 virtue points, if I understand it correctly. Anyways, this is pretty good, but then over here, where are we now? So we are an apprentice acrobatics, light armor, marksman, and once we get to 50, we can focus vision. That's really nice. Mercantile, not that high, but yeah, what I understood is that the further you get into the game, and I really don't like it. I really like a tight economy, that each transaction that you do actually matters, but I understood that in this game at one point you get a lot of money either way. So yeah, is mercantile really that useful? I doubt it. Security, that is lockpicking. Even with the novice, I could pick very high locks. It takes a lot of, a bit of luck and also quite some perseverance, but you can do it. So yeah, this is also not that important. Sneak, I find important. At 50, we will become less noisy. At apprentice, which we are now, sneak attacks are a lot deadlier. So that's really nice that we have that one already. And also at novice, hitting enemies while undetected deals extra damage, particularly with daggers. Then we have speechcraft, that is also for some to increase the disposition people have towards you. And you can use that also for bartering. So speechcraft is basically very closely related to mercantile, but speechcraft, I think you can also get some additional dialogue options, maybe when you're just conversing with people, not necessarily merchants. So armorer, that is upgrading your or repairing your stuff. I really have to do more armor stuff. Athletics, we are pretty good at 50. Sprinting consumes less fatigue, it's pretty nice. Then we have blades. And at 25, so that's almost, your power attacks deal more damage and blade weapons are more durable. That's nice. I was not aware that the power attacks at novice do not even deal more damage. Apparently not. Only at apprentice do they start dealing more damage. Block, this one I also really want to upgrade further. Your shield or weapon at apprentice level, so 4 points from where we are now, your shield or weapon no longer loses durability when you block an attack. That's pretty nice, but I'm really looking forward to the 51, that it blocks less stamina or fatigue. Blocking uses less fatigue. Blunt weapons we don't really use, so yeah, it is what it is. Hand to hand, also almost never used it. That's like fist fighting. Your power attacks deal more damage. Your power attacks have a chance to disarm your opponents. That one is pretty cool, of course. And then you have your attacks deal more fatigue damage. And then master, your attacks deal more fatigue damage. Heavy armor, not really using it in my character. It degrades less. No longer encumbers you as much. It doesn't encumber you at all at master level. Alright, so that is not really the branch we're going for. Alchemy, I really want to level this one up. Because we want to make cool potions and potions and poisons. Alteration, yeah, these all depends on the types of spells you can use. So novice, apprentice, journeyman, expert and master. Same for journeyman or for destruction. And here we are almost at journeyman, or not almost, but we are quite high. That is because of the cheesing tactics that I used in that Mythic Dawn quest in the previous episodes. I was in a position where the enemies could not hit me. I had to hit them a lot because I rarely did any damage, but that really leveled up my I constantly was spamming fireballs, so that really upgraded my destruction. Then we have illusion. Yeah, I want to really also go into how do you call it? Magic, sorcery, magic, whatever. I want to really. I not only want to use like fireball in my sword. I also really want to use fun spells. There's also this spell making mechanic in the game where at one point you can really create your own spells, which is really amazing. That was not in Skyrim. This is mysticism. It actually, at the top of the right page, it shows which spells it actually are. Except for this one not. But here they are really specific which spells it are. Charm, conceal, create light, silence. Silence is really handy. You can block opponents from using magic on you. Mysticism, or this was paralyze. Command. Command is also pretty cool probably. You can just take over another creature. Mysticism. Restoration, also need to upgrade this one. I am already a little bit higher than at the start. Holy shit, we're almost at level 8 already. I don't even know how that level up went so quickly. But restoration is healing. And we will be moving, yeah, we're just an apprentice. But at journeyman, we're able to cast journeyman level restoration spells. Yeah, we are almost done, by the way. for the next level. So let's see which. Here you see the circle below the icon on the right page. That is how far we are for the next level up. If we have one skill leveled up one more time, I'm pretty sure we will hit the overall level up target. So that is the horizontal bar at the left, at the bottom of the left page. So which one are we really close? This one, blade. So I just need to do a little bit of, I need to fight one more enemy and kill it, slash a couple of times, and then we can level up. Let's do that now. So let's find an enemy. There were some wolves and also a rat I found here. So there is an inn, and here is also an inn. They're quite close together. Man, I really, really wish that I had more time to play this game. Oh, by the way, we can also start, there was, during the Mythic Dawn quest, we were at certain shrines, and at one shrine, they said like, yeah, you can bring a sacrifice here of a bear or a wolf. Or I don't even know how it's called, sacrifice. But that actually started another quest. So I was like, in the end of the previous episode, I was like, okay, this quest we just got at the end of the previous episode. Some guy on a horse came by and he says like that some countess has a problem, blah, blah, blah. But now I'm thinking, no, let's just do this one. This one actually popped up while I was near that shrine. Some person said, an offering, that is the word, not sacrifice. You can leave an offering of a wolf or a bear pelt. And I killed some wolves here in the previous episodes. You see them over there. So I do have their pelt as well. Let's do that one. So not the countess, we do that one afterwards, but let's go to that shrine. I'm curious what will happen there if we bring that offering. But first then let's level up. Alright, the only enemy I don't like to see is an imp. I hate them. Like a small rat would be perfect. Alright, there's a cave over there. Man, it's such a cool cave. Ah, that's the cave that we already were. Here I killed 2 imps. Let's see if they're still around. Because it's pretty cool. Enemies don't really despawn that fast. Although in the previous episode I also was looking for an imp that I killed and I really couldn't find it anymore. So maybe with imps it's different. Or they are just hard to see, that they blend into the background quite well, their body. And honestly, I also don't know exactly anymore where I took him down. I think it was somewhere here. He almost had me, but I was slashing away, and then in the end it worked. Man, it's such a cool game. I'm really getting into it, and I don't have time anymore. So many other monsters probably that we will still see. Beautiful blue flowers over there. a hunter over here, I guess. Yeah, some of these enemies, their AI is crapping out. Or enemies, NPCs. Here, check out the beautiful... I remember this from the original Skyrim, that you have the beautiful hills with flowers. Or hills with beautiful flowers. Ah, now we're back where we were. Man, it's amazing. The music, normally in games, especially in racing games, of course, you want to hear the engine. I turn the music off, I find it more immersive. I will maybe also do that for fun in this game, just to hear the ambient sounds a bit better. But this music is so epic, I just want to keep it on. No, but by the way, let's try it now. Let's see how that is. Just for fun. So only temporarily I will do it. I do find the music is maybe a little bit too loud compared to the ambient sounds. I would actually like some louder ambient sounds. Alright, is that a red? Yes, nice. Alright, motherfucker. Here we go. Come on over here. Alright. Here we go. Level up. And a lockpick. I don't know how a red gets a lockpick. But it had a lockpick. Right, was that the one that we were? No, that's a different one. There we were. Alright, we need to sleep for an hour. Here, check out cool texture with overgrowth on it.
You need? Yeah, I still got rooms. What do you need? You find the room okay? Right at the top of the stairs. First one on the left. You really can't miss it.
Alright, I'm
Farewell,
thinking...
and tell your friends, the Inn of Ill Omen is open for business, as always.
This guy, his voice is all pretty okay. It could be a little bit louder, but maybe I cannot just put the Windows volume louder, because then everything will be louder. Somehow I would like to have the ambient sounds louder. So that how I can do that is, I think, one moment. So then, wait, we do that outside, or no? Let's do it here with the crisping fire. What we do is ambience and sound effects footsteps. Yeah, ambient. Fuck me, wrong button. So footsteps and ambience, I would like to be higher compared to the rest. So then what we do is we do everything a bit lower. Sound effects, I'm not sure. And then we do the Windows volume higher. That way, relatively speaking, only the ambience and the footsteps will be higher, because the rest I put lower. Only I don't know about sound effects, whether they are good, but I hope that the recording sticks, otherwise I will immediately continue in the next episode, but I am going to Alt tab to the desktop and increase the volume. 1 second.